It's Wednesday night, and we all know what that means. Take it away, Connor.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We are here for our AEW Dynamite live reaction. We're on the road to AEW All In London. Should be a good show. We got Chris back, we got Earl back. Siren should be coming back tonight. Uh, Mr. Jacobs will be on shortly. But yeah, it should be a pretty fun show.
Yeah. I think I'm on the west side.
Yeah.
Let me get this on Dynamite.
Oh, we ain't paying no child support, are you?
Hmm.
Huh? We ain't paying child support, are you?
Now tonight we got on the thumbnail. You guys can already see the Young Bucks are finally going to defend their tag titles. They won them in April, and they haven't defended them since. Uh, yeah, they're defending their tag titles against the Acclaim. Looks like we're kicking off with Mercedes and Hikaru Shida for the TBS Championship. I don't know why she comes out with that other title. I don't know what kind of the New Japan Pro Wrestling Women's Strong title maybe. No one even knows what that belt is. The only belt that matters is the TBS title. And yeah, Camilla Brickhouse has finally debuted on AEW. She's been signed for a while and they haven't really done anything with her. There you
All right, hi.
go. Earl, I don't know if you've met. I think you met Siren one time.
I met Errol and I've met Chris. Hi.
Welcome back.
Sorry, guys, I had to get my life in order, and I'm back though. I'm super excited. I might be moving to the States, so I might get to actually meet you guys at some wrestling events. What's up? I'm wearing my Tony Storm shirt. I missed you guys.
Yeah, we definitely missed. I think our audience missed you more though, but
Well, I
we
missed.
for sure missed you as well.
Yeah. And I do like to apologize for the mutage. It's just that my mother was in here. Let's just say taking care of some business, and we had to make sure everything is okay. So she's gone now. So we're in the picture.
Heck yes, I'm super happy to be back, and I'm happy to see you guys, and I'm happy I can hear you.
Yep.
Yes.
And in case any of the Fierce Time viewers are watching this, making his comeback, as Connor said, this is Errol Von Jr., my tag team partner. Hello.
Welcome back.
Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Dudley's and all that.
I love the cosplay that you guys did. It was epic.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. I think it was in Huntsville Comic Expo in Alabama. Let me tell you, I thought we are gonna win another one, but technically we didn't.
Well, you guys are winners to me. I thought it was pretty bitchin'. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was heckin' cool.
Yeah.
I forget that I'm not on Twitch. My bad.
Which comments? Normal or Siren? Johnson Wayne, thanks for watching. He says, "Hey Chris,
Hey, Johnson.
nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you as well."
Nice to meet ya.
Yeah,
You guys are
legendary.
gonna love Dylan.
Yeah. And as you can tell though, since me and him are back on the pod, since it's his comeback, we had to watch the. We're hearing this on the TV and we're watching this on my Nintendo Switch, so it won't bother the background and all that. And plus, he needs to. And plus, we need to make sure.
I absolutely love it. Let me know if you guys are hearing any weird feedback on my end too. Sorry about that.
Yep.
There we go.
I
I'm
mean,
not doing anything, so it should be good.
okay, we're on case one. No, that's Mercedes Monet. former known as Sasha Banks. That's Hikaru Shida. You've probably seen her before.
Hikaru. Hikaru.
It's been a while since she's been on AEW, I feel like.
We're only 11 days
Yeah.
away. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Hikaru Shida on AEW, Connor.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I've seen her.
She's been on ROH.
Yeah, I know she went against who was it? Maybe Red Velvet. It was.
I literally don't remember. All I remember is her promos are awesome. She's been working with a speech coach. What's happening in 11 days, Chris?
Well, I know 11 days All In's happening. They showed that under the bottom.
Oh, okay. There we go. They said 11 days again. That was my bad. I got all distracted.
AEW All In is only 11 days away at the Wembley Stadium, which we already know that. I wish I could get it, but technically I can't.
Yeah, I did see that. They should have been this last year, but they finally got a bundle where you can buy All In and All Out together.
I like that. I'll see if I can save some from this paycheck and grab it. I would love to do a live if you guys are doing it. I really am excited to be back visiting.
I'm usually not into, well, I'm not trying to say I'm not usually not, I mean, I got financial issues and all that, so, you know.
Oh,
I'll see what I can do, maybe.
Yeah, last time we did a pay-per-view reaction was last one you were on, Dynasty. That was the last one we did.
I think, wasn't I on Dynasty, or was it World's End? I forgot.
I think you were on World's End, maybe. For like the first hour or so.
0 hour, you mean, but I'll take that. Sorry, I know, I gotta stop correcting and all that.
Wayne, I can't remember last time she was on. I think she was on Rampage and Collision here recently, too.
Yeah.
That's right, because Sky Blue got injured in that match. She's been on Rampage and Collision. Tend to watch AEW more, but it featured man here support Sai. I'm here for Sai. It seems like the whole chat's here for Siren, so.
I'm brought some friends, but you guys are honestly gonna. We have a lot of wrestling people, and I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I felt really bad for Shida after Sky's injury. She looked really disappointed. I mean, I feel bad for Sky too. Obviously, injury sucky, but like the whole situation, just like everybody, it was a not awesome event all around.
Yeah. But here's something else though in mind. Let's not also forget that they're in Hangman Adam Page's home state, Virginia.
Yeah. He's wrestling Jay Lethal tonight.
Okay.
I actually don't mind Hangman. I got my Hangman card back from grading actually yesterday. He only got a 9. He's my very first not gem mint.
That's Camille. She's a bodybuilder and a very tall woman.
Camille Brickhouse, I mentioned her before. She's basically like Jade Cargill, but better. She can actually wrestle. I've seen her wrestle at lots of independent shows.
I would love to see her wrestle.
I've seen her wrestle Thunder Rosa one time. It was a really, really good match. She's really good.
Did Camille wrestle in a 2-on-1 handicap match last week?
Yeah, I think so.
Even though it was a squash match.
Yeah, she went against last week in a handicap match.
I really do wish that they would showcase her a little bit better, because if she is supposed to be like a Jade level talent, but actually, talented, then I would like to see her wrestle more against people that she can showcase her skills and like actually put on a match with.
See, she signed with AEW months ago. But,
I know.
But they waited months to have her debut. Like they had signed her like in April or May, and she debuted in like last month. So it took them a while to get her on TV. But
why? She looks like a glorified valet right now. It's just
yeah, she always. If anyone looks at her Instagram, she's always working out. Always. I would have liked to have seen China against some of these women today, because China didn't have these women to go against in the Attitude Era.
No.
She was just going against Eddie Guerrero, which isn't bad, but I compare Rhea Ripley and Dominic to China and Eddie Guerrero a lot.
They're doing a lot of little throwbacks for that as well, and I've been really enjoying the WWE universe lately.
Yeah. Ooh, that was good.
I've been getting back into WWE lately since you know.
Since I did.
Well, that, and also in case Siren doesn't know, me and a friend of mine will be headed to WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas.
That is so awesome! Congratulations! Take lots of pictures. I must see.
We'll try. Well, I'll try to. I usually forget sometimes.
That's okay. When you're wrapped up in the moment, you're wrapped up in the moment.
Besides, and I know everyone wants to care about the big stars of today and all that. Well, whether it's Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, or who else? Damian Priest, and all that. But the only thing I care about seeing is a second generation star, Lexis King.
Yeah.
I don't mind him. I don't. I really don't. I think that he's shining a lot better there than he did in AEW. Lot better.
Have you heard what the fans call, like, do you know what his fan base calls themselves?
I think I already know what you're talking about.
The Lex Offenders.
Don't remind me.
God.
Which he told them to maybe come up with another name for fan base. But that's
you can't.
But that's something that Brian Pillman would have done.
You mean like Long Live Lexis King?
I like Lexis King. He's pretty good. He's he won on Tuesday, so he's.
That's true, and congratulations to Lexis King, by the way.
Congratulations indeed.
And I do hope that he gets the big push and probably start something for the new generation of today, like his father did back when he was starting the Attitude Era.
Yeah, that was.
I like intellectuals better than Lex offenders. Yeah.
I wonder who came up with that, because like they were chanting that for a while.
Honestly, if it was the fan base, you can't stop them. If it was the fans themselves.
I remember that when they did that, it was that, and they were cussing a lot during the show. Like they got on the mic and told the fans that they didn't stop chanting that stuff, that they was going to be taken off TV. So
that's a little different. Like I'm just saying, my group of my community calls themselves the Seamen.
Which
ouch.
Which I don't see a problem. Like majority, I feel like never think kids and stuff, but all these kids know what all these words mean at this point.
Well, see, and because we're nautical themed, they're like, no, it means sailors, right? And I'm like, you guys. But once they name themselves, that you can't tell them to change it. Like they just won't. Especially if it's something offensive, then they just giggle about it and they're like, hey.
Kindles.
Yep.
I don't like Mercedes.
I haven't liked her since she came to AEW. I mean, she's had some good matches and stuff, and her promo with Britt Baker. Britt Baker's basically made.
Ooh, big boot. Sorry.
Ooh, that was pretty.
Oh, one you talking about?
Yeah, Camille. Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty nice. I hope she's okay. Definitely don't need Cheetah injured. I think her match with Britt Baker will probably be her best match in AEW.
Is Britt Baker still suspended, I'm guessing?
I guess so.
I mean,
I guess she is. Oh, no, she's not.
well, she did say she's got 7 days, which is last week, to come up with to get back. Oh, here we go. Maybe that must be it.
She's gonna come behind
Ooh, coming in from the crowd.
You could hear it before you saw her. Just the crowd go, "Whoa!"
I don't think that's her this time.
Uh-oh, wrong move.
He was in the audience, wasn't
You mean she?
he? Well, whoever that is on the floor getting stumped.
Oh, here she comes. Does she? I don't know. Mercedes Monet doesn't know.
Now she does. What, you already seen or what? Okay, that was a little bit off cue, maybe.
Here we go. Lockjaw.
I feel like it all out. It's gonna be Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter versus Camilla.
No, Britt Baker is also a professional dentist. Britt Baker, the one who came out of the crowd. The one's got the kendo stick right now. I think you've seen her before. Well, seen her on television before.
That was a pretty decent match between Mercedes and Baker. I mean,
Dennis.
time was a little bit off cue when
You can't work on Wednesday
came
to
to
do the shows.
but Mercedes just looked at her, and then she looked back, and then she did something.
Wrestling.
But
You ought to see Isaac Yank on BDS, even though that was Kane.
wish I knew the one I heard. Not for a decision, but I'm alright with it. So my time. Alright, got past Wednesday. This is what Tony Khan was talking about on Twitter last week. I'm glad they're using Jaleel tonight. He's very good in the ring for his age.
Thank you. I love his in-ring work. His energy is also super amazing. He's great at promos. I love Jay Lethal. I think that he is one of the most slept-on talents.
You already know that's Jeff Jarrett, and I think you've seen him before. Jay Lethal.
Oh, yeah. You're just gonna let them beat up on him like that?
Yeah.
Bald guy is Jay Lethal, and you already know the blonde one is Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
That's Hangman Page, the one who's attacking Jeff Jarrett right now, and now Jay Lethal.
I still remember to this day when me and Mr. J was reacting to Rampage. It was Ricky Starks and Jay Lethal, and that was probably one of the best Rampage main events of all time. But I've always liked Jay Lethal from when he was in TNA to ROH. I've always been a fan of Jay Lethal.
I don't know anything about Jay Lethal, though, except he was known as the Black Machismo. Ooh, yeah!
That's I'm surprised he hasn't brought that back to AEW. Because AEW is coming up with a figure of Black Machismo, but I don't know why he doesn't bring it back.
I kind of like the Black Machismo. Well,
Ooh. See. Realistically, Jay Lethal could be a singles champion in AEW. Like, it was based off of skills and mic work and character work. Jay Lethal would probably top a lot of people.
man, look at here we go. Oh,
Oh, damn.
What I'm always curious about is whether or not the talent is like deciding to stay at an enhancement level, or if, because like, is it just people out there sleeping on Jay Lethal, or is he deciding to like stay at that kind of, I'm going to push people and have my little moments here and there level? Because I mean, some people are happy with, I don't know. Because I think he's amazing. I agree with you. I definitely think I could see him in as fantastic in singles. He's very, very talented. Like, I just don't see why he's not more utilized.
I mean, he's on ROH some, but even if he's like a lot of older wrestlers like to if they're wrestling, they like to lose all the time, kind of like John Cena is doing. Or
How old is he?
John Cena?
No, Jay Lethal.
He's got to be in his 40s at least.
No,
I would say he's in like his going like in his mid 40s,
He's
probably.
39, so he's not too
Oh,
old.
39?
Okay, I was like, there's no way.
I could have sworn he was like 32, 42 or something.
I mean,
That's
that's
what I
still
thought.
getting pretty close. Hi, by the way, Mr. Jacobs.
Hello, 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 hello to
Hello,
everyone.
Mr.
Sorry for my
Jacobs.
tardiness.
I feel like he should be older. There's no way he's 30. That's surprised he's 39, but
All I can say is that I even though I don't know the guy very well, Jay Lethal, he looks like he's in good shape. He kind of looks like a Memphis Wrestling's Derek by God greater than great King,
I don't know about that.
except
I think
a little different,
I think Jay, I think Jay Lethal is 100 times better than Derek King will ever be. That's
Well,
just,
You never know. You never know.
well, Derek King's an alright wrestler, but he a lot of people probably don't know him, but he's from Memphis Wrestling and all stuff like that. But he was good when he was younger. I'll say that.
So you never know. You never know when you're gonna get discovered.
That's
But
true.
Jay Lethal's record in AEW is 38-37. He's only had well, tonight will be 9 matches of this year. So it's not
It
like
sounds like. Oh, go ahead.
well, his 2024 overall record is 1-7, so he is putting quite a lot of people over.
Mhm.
But he's not really used that much either. He's only have 8 matches in this year, so I feel like
That's surprising.
I feel like there's a lot more potential you could do with Jay Lethal. Like at first they were teasing Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett turning on each other. Like that would have been a perfect story for Collision, and I'd have liked to have seen Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal.
I would have liked to see that split as well. I feel like Jeff Jarrett it should be more of an enhancement talent to Jay Lethal at this point. I think that would
a
be
retirement
cool.
match with him, like let Jay Lethal retire, Jared.
Yeah, he's supposed to be retired, but
Supposed to.
supposed to be.
I was like, he'd be wrestling though.
Yep.
Kind of like Ric Flair, he was supposed to be retired, and then he came back to TNA.
No, Flair's gonna die in the ring. That's where he wants to be.
Yeah, I think he might literally die in the ring. I really think he might. He doesn't need
Didn't he like
to.
come out and say he had a heart attack in his match with Andrade, like a minor heart attack?
That's what
like.
he
Is that just him talking out of his ass? Like,
knowing Ric Flair, you never know. You don't know what if he's saying is true or just a lie.
I mean, the dude survived a plane crash, so I mean, he's a tough dude. So I wouldn't put it past him.
He is pretty tough. He's also from I don't know. Have you seen that show where everybody makes fun of everybody? That roast show with him where he walked out. I watched that. It was like,
oh yeah, I seen that.
I was like, oh, Ric Flair. Oh no, what? Oh, and that I don't know. I felt a little bit more, emotional towards Ric Flair at that point, not just be like, you crazy old motherfucker.
I mean, I don't. I mean, I felt bad for him too, but at the same time, I mean, he was around a bunch of young people. I don't think he really got what they're
no,
really, talking about.
No, I don't think he did either. But the whole it's not nice to be mean. Just wanted me to give him a hug and make him cookies. Here you go, sit down. Soak up some of that liquor.
Yep.
Oh, that was a nice job.
I've really been enjoying Hangman lately, but his intensity, because it was so dialed up already, there's really nowhere for it to go. So I just feel like he's always yelling at me. So, I mean, him running around beating people up, I prefer that over him having the mic right now.
I agree. I like that side of him, though. I think it's kind of cool.
I do too, but there has been no dialing it back. So you know what I mean? He's just been at that level the whole time.
Right.
There's no fluctuation in it. It's just constantly, and which isn't bad. There's the depth of it is lost on me, I think, a little bit. It makes it less, important that he's always that he's mad, because he's always just that mad.
I get it. I totally get it.
But I do love what I've cared about Hangman more in the last however long than I ever. You guys know my opinion on Hangman.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but still, yeah. The only time that Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett ever faced each other, it was back in 2006. It was 4 days after Victory Road 2006. It was also my first time viewing TNA wrestling. That was the first TNA wrestling main event on Impact that ever happened.
Oh, that is so cool. The more you know. Heck yeah.
It was also for the NWA World Heavyweight Champion that time. Right after Sting, in case y'all don't remember, Sting was in a fatal four-way match. Next thing you know, he got spray can in the eye.
Yep,
You
I
know who's
remember.
behind the camera? The guy wrestling, the guy who's the last outlaw.
That coop.
I remember that all. 2006.
Oh.
That is impressive. My memory is absolutely shot especially for dates. I'm always so impressed when people can pull stuff like that out of their noggins. That is so awesome.
Thank you very much, Irene.
Jay Lethal got some circles around Hangman.
I know, right?
He just rolled him over twice, and that was a 3. It was a 3 both times. But the referee, of course, counted the 2.
Yep.
He's 39 years old. And he's wrestling all his circles around Hangman.
That doesn't surprise me.
Not at all.
He's put on a lot of good matches, but he
he hit his peak and he's plateaued a long time ago. His peak is good, but when you stay good for so long, good starts to look mid.
Yeah, it gets boring.
I think Joseph could be a good TNT champion. He could be a good anything but a world champion in AEW. He could probably do. He could be good international, TNT, continental.
I would like to see him grow more because he did surprise me, and I never thought that I would ever even enjoy his presence a little bit. So I mean, I hope that he does better and changes my opinion. But for right now, yeah, I agree with you. Actually, I wouldn't give him any gold at this point in time, but that's just me.
I would say before he retires, he could at least be a TNT champion. At least TNT.
I mean, I think the man has potential to do a whole bunch. He's got to get off that plateau. He's got to break the thing that he's on.
They just got to have him winning more and being used more.
Oh, that looks slippery.
Damn. Damn, the moment we get Jalito on TV, he's probably injured.
That would suck.
Hopefully he's all right. The doctors are looking at him. James Hayes, thanks for watching.
Hello, everyone in the chat.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
MJF, Will Ospreay, in case you don't know what her role.
I do love how MJF is taking that belt everywhere he goes.
Yeah, he's finally doing what made that title interesting. He took it 3 pro. He went against that Michael. I don't know what his last name is, but he defended it there. But I think at All In, he's probably going to lose it.
I hope he does lose it.
I can tell you what's going to happen. Or I
boy.
can tell you what's going to happen. I was saying this a few weeks ago on Talking Elite that Will Ospreay is going to beat him, but Daniel Garcia is going to cost MJF. So Will Ospreay likes that he won a title back, but he's not happy how he beat MJF because he wanted to beat MJF fair and square. And then All Out, we get Ospreay versus MJF versus Garcia for the international title at All Out.
Ooh,
You
that's
could be absolutely right
Styles
about
and
that.
Daniels.
And then
That's a solid book.
And then Will Ospreay retains. He'll retain it All Out.
But if this triple threat match does happen, though, it's going to be like a repeat from Styles, Joe, and Daniels from 2005, Unbreakable.
People still talk about that match to this day.
Yeah.
A lot of people still talk about it. And you also talked about it in a WWE promo recently.
Even wrestling calls it a five-star match of 2005. It was for the
That's fair to say.
I'm a little ahead of you guys. I think I just got to the part where he's like, "You suck, easy dub, easy dub."
The only thing that MJF has got to stop doing is the kangaroo kick. He's a heel again. He's a heel. He can't be doing that.
I think the only reason that he did it is because Coyle is from Australia. You know,
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I didn't
Yeah.
even think about that.
But I'm glad that he's the international champion because I never thought he would win. I never thought that he would win a title besides the world title because he was always a top level guy. He was always world champion. But I'm glad that he got to win a different title besides the world and elevate. Yeah. Even though the title was already elevated, he just put it on another level with the top name that he is.
I agree with that. I like seeing him do different things. I also like the fact that he does mention it and put it out there like, hey, I haven't forgot about you, Swerve. I haven't forgot about my belt. But like, I'm just doing some stuff. I have some things to do right now. And I like that.
Yeah, MJF isn't going to have a long run with it, but this, like, looking back, like 5 years from now, if they have a DVD of the best international championship matches, Will Ospreay and MJF will be on that. Like, it quite possibly might be the best feud surrounding that title since its existence. Whereas, I don't know. Johnny, thanks for watching.
Hey, Johnny.
You think Jake could be? Yeah, I said before. I think Jake could be a good TNT. I don't think he could ever be a world champion, just because there's a lot more bigger names than him. But a TNT champion, international, continental, maybe tag champion with Jeff Jarrett. I don't know, but I think he could at least win a few titles in AEW. Maybe not right now at this moment, but he's 39. His wrestling's still pretty good, so
yeah.
Yeah, there is a report that he has not re-signed yet. So if they're going to do that triple threat, they'd have to get him re-signed pretty soon.
It'd be a solid incentive.
I think he's probably not re-signed. At least I hope he has, because I really want to see that triple threat.
I like Garcia.
I fantasy booked this 2 months ago, and I said this was going to happen, so I'm just glad I don't bet on this stuff. Because sometimes I always predict everything, and then when I predict everything, the one time I'll be wrong.
Well, the thing is, you predict a lot of things right, dude. You can make a killing.
Yep.
Do that DraftKings thing?
Yeah, lots of times I'll predict everything right, and then the most important thing is not right. So it's a curse.
It's gambling for you.
Yeah,
I get you.
I predicted the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, that's true. You did.
I predicted that. Yeah. Even though I didn't
like to the beat, though, to like the beat, you predicted that. It was crazy.
I predicted CM Punk and McIntyre match at SummerSlam, how it was going to end.
Yep.
Which is sometimes a bad thing. You can predict everything.
I feel that it makes horror movies a lot less entertaining.
See, I don't know what to say this on here, but No, I used to pray for people at night. I don't even do that no more because I prayed for 2 people and then they both passed away, so I don't do it no more.
I'm nervous.
Like legit, I prayed for 2 people and then they both passed away. Out of nowhere, I prayed for O.J. Simpson. He died.
Remember O.J. Simpson?
And then I prayed for some a cousin
Sorry.
of mine. Yeah, I was joking around, but literally
You're the only
died.
person that prayed for him.
And then I voted for my aunt. She died. So I don't pray for nobody no more because they're gonna die if I do.
Speaking of passing away, we all know Kevin Sullivan passed away last week.
Yeah, he did.
The Taskmaster.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like he was just in my city not long ago.
And the next,
He was always doing stuff on the road. I remember seeing him too not too long ago.
Like
I wonder. I know I shouldn't say this. I wonder if in heaven right now, him and Brian Pillman are patching up after everything they have done for the past lot of years when Brian was alive.
Well, it's still on. If Kevin Sullivan was lying about all these years about Christian Law, he carried that to his grave. Isn't it like that was a weird conspiracy theory that Kevin Sullivan killed Christian Law?
Oh yeah, I've heard that conspiracy theory.
How did Brian Pillman say this? I respect you, Booker man.
That's it. Jenny says he prays for cheeseburgers and milkshakes.
Yeah, at least those can't die. Maybe they can. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could kill a few.
Yeah. Cheeseburger does sound good though.
I'm not a big fan of cheeseburgers.
Really?
Oh, he got packed. No, he's supposed to be owed a international title defense pretty soon. He won that fatal 4-way a few weeks back.
That's the bastard Pac. Or back in WWE, he was known as Neville.
Why are they doing more with him, man? What's the problem?
Yeah, he came back from injury and it's just been like little driblets here and there.
How can you not have anything for him? It's nuts.
He won that fatal 4-way. Like we're talking about Pac, right?
Yeah.
Like he won that fatal 4-way like a few weeks back, and he's the #1 contender for the international championship. He hasn't got a title shot yet.
Exactly.
I can't do it at All In because they've already got MJF and Ospreay, so they can't do it there. And All In is UK. That's his home country. Like last year, he was injured. They couldn't do anything with him. So I don't know what they do with him at All In.
They're sleeping on him, man. I feel like they are really sleeping on the
They can't.
Yeah.
Which the plan was supposed to be Death Triangle wrestling at All In, but they can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
The Lucha Bros aren't going to be with AEW anymore, so they can't really do that. So whatever they had planned for Pac, I don't know where that's going to go. I mean, there's a bloated roster of people. I'm sure they can find someone for him to go against.
Right.
I mean, Pac versus Ricochet's available. I mean, I don't know how you do that.
And Darby Allin.
That's not a bad idea, Darby Allin.
Darby Allin, he was aligned with Sting sometimes.
Yeah.
But now since Sting's retired, he's in a... Yeah, now this is Darby Allin.
He can't ride off of Sting's coattails anymore.
Yeah, you think so?
No, I'm kidding.
Somehow I knew you were gonna say that, man. I don't know why,
kidding.
but I knew you were gonna say that.
He's doing a really good job of continuing what Sting helped him with. He's doing a really good job. He's every person he's worked with in AEW, every legend. Darby's a true workhorse of AEW. He's worked there for everybody. There's not one big name that he hasn't worked against yet.
That's true.
Wrestled against Punk, Danielson, Swerve, Moxley.
You know, he met Tony Hawk a few times. He's actually friends with him too.
Which is a good thing and a bad thing.
With tax on the bottom.
Which is a good thing and a bad thing.
Not right now. I mean, you know, he does that in wrestling matches.
Their vignette quality has been getting infinitely better.
Yeah. They're pushing the cinematic shots hard. I like that.
Me too. It adds a little something.
I wish Darby would have lit him on fire. Like I was curious, like what would it have looked like? Like I wish he would have done that.
Darby the pyromaniac, the arsonist.
Which girls are going to join the different. I don't know what they're going to do. I know that they're not wanting to go to NXT. They want to go straight to the main roster. Raw's tag team division is a little bit underwhelming, I guess you'd say. I mean, they have tag teams, but they don't really use them. So Lucha Bros on Raw would be pretty. It'll be a fresh matchup because SmackDown's already got lots of tag teams. But there's a lot of dream match Pentagon and Phoenix can have in WWE. I've always wanted to see AJ Styles and Pentagon Jr. That's been something I've always wanted to see.
That's a thought.
Oh, we got Jungle Boy. He's out here.
That's Jack Perry, you know, Luke Perry's son. He was known as Jungle Boy, now he's Jack Perry.
He's coming into his own too.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jungle Boy.
Oh,
What?
damn.
That ain't Jungle Boy with the beard.
Yep. Well, now not anymore. It's Jack Perry, just Jack Perry. Teaching this guy a few things about AEW since they changed for the past few months when he last watched it.
That's pretty cool how Jack Perry just flew into the shot. That's pretty cool.
Oh, heads to backstage.
Darby Allin learned something from someone. You see what Darby did? He just choked
What?
Jack Perry.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh!
he was choking him just like someone else was.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Darby's been through far worse than that. He'll be all right. I think he could fall off a 2-story building and he'd be fine.
Like a cat, he'll land on his feet.
No, their match at All In should be a good match. Uh-oh.
Oh, damn. That got out of hand really quickly.
Damn, where all those security guards come from. Damn. I mean, I'm surprised they still have security guards there because the ones done beat them all up over the years. Especially Wardlow.
Yeah, Wardlow's went through them all.
I wouldn't want to be an AEW security guard. Getting my ass whooped every week.
You're gonna have to get insurance to get that job.
You remember that time that Wardlow powerbombed one security guard and threw him all the way into the
He just said wants a coffin match
I do remember
with
that.
Darby Allin.
That was on Dynamite.
I think he's gonna take that L.
Yeah, it was when Wardlow and MJF was.
What this is, girl.
I think Ricochet Wednesday.
Except it's
Yeah,
part
they were
two.
having that casino battle royal, whatever it is. So he might be in that. You might see Jungle Boy with Shark Boy.
That'd be kind of funny to see though. I wouldn't mind that either.
I always wanted to see Shark Boy and Stone Cold Steve Austin because Shark Boy kind of had the Stone Cold Steve Austin character. He was kind of doing the same thing.
Give me a shell, yeah. It happened before, you know. Shark Boy was like a Stone Cold parody.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna see Beetlejuice. That's gonna be awesome.
I wonder what Shark Boy
Hopefully he's
looks
good.
like behind the mask.
I don't know.
I forgot who plays who does Shark Boy. I knew the name. If I saw the face, I could tell you.
I miss Suicide. Does anyone remember him from TNA?
Yeah, Suicide was awesome. That was like 3 or 4 different people that played him, right?
Frank Gazarian played him one time. TJP
For
played him.
Daniel.
For Daniels played him.
Yeah.
But if you haven't played the TNA video game, like the career mode of Suicide was pretty cool.
I played that actually. It is pretty fun.
Yeah, me too. I think, and I remember Low Key. He's the guy who voiced the Suicide in the video game.
Yeah. Suicide was never. It was played by multiple people. Kind of like the Doink the Clown. They had multiple people play the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, No Skin has never been seen.
But TJP was a very good Suicide. He was the last one.
Yeah, I forgot he was TJP. Yeah.
He was like the last.
That's what I was thinking about.
He was the last one to play him, I think.
Yeah, until he was replaced by Manic with a K.
That was stupid.
I know.
That was stupid.
That was probably, I'm gonna have to say this, the Hulk Hogan way when Hulk Hogan was running TNA.
No more 6 sides. We went back to 4 sides.
Him and Bischoff, man, they ruined it.
I got the DVD of when they first went back to the normal 4-sided ring, and as soon as the show starts, Hogan and Bischoff comes out. The fans start chanting, "We want 6 sides." So
The
I
hexagonal
like the
ring.
6-sided ring though. I thought that was pretty dope.
I think that's Mariah May.
yeah,
That's Mariah May. She was used to be Tony Storm's #1 fan, so now she's the glamour Mariah May.
She's
can't tell the
doing
difference.
so
Look at-
well in this promo.
I agree. You can't tell the difference. You gotta look at the caboose. Otherwise, they look like twins.
I don't feel like I'm watching a wrestling promo though.
It's not. It's more like a vignette. It's they're doing their own cinematic thingy. I dig it. I liked Deanna's lately as well. I really have just been enjoying the way that they're delivering their stuff to me. Yes, spoon feed me. I will take it. Hey, welcome
I
back.
agree. I mean, I agree. They do. They're pushing up with the production value. I'll give them that.
They brought in
She
that
was
writer,
Australian Marilyn Monroe.
that chick.
You'll
Yeah,
see
she's
it.
supposed to be that's Mercedes Monet's personal writer, but she's also doing
This is the
not just Mercedes. So
Australian.
I see it. I see at least, and I've always said that since they brought in Adam Copeland, that he said that he's a very detail-oriented person, and he wanted to bring that. And I feel like you're starting to see a lot more coming in,
Right.
and I feel like they're upping their game, and people really need to take notice.
I agree 100%. I've always complimented the production value as far as how it's an upgrade.
I feel like they've always, or at least on video packages and stuff, they've always had pretty good video packages and vignettes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like they're stepping it up.
Yeah, they've
From day when they had the handhelds and it was kind of shaky, and now
Yeah,
there's like cinematic quality stuff.
yeah, it's like movies.
I remember in the House of Black, not the ones they do now, but like you remember when they like died and they came back and like they used to have all kinds of cool stuff.
Right.
They don't do.
I
that.
agree. No, they don't do anything like that anymore. But I really did enjoy that. That was some of the stuff that I remember talking about quite at length because we weren't seeing stuff like that. But I feel like they're bringing in different kinds of styles. I mean, but to a lot more people. And it's nice.
Right.
I know Lance Archer in 2020, he had some stuff like that. He was like in the middle of nowhere. And there was a wrestling ring, and he was just beating up random people. Like, it was like
Hell yeah.
it was like during the pandemic era, like the first episode of the
That's Excalibur. And you already know who those two are. That's Tony Schiavone. You remember him from WCW days?
All right, Jack Perry,
And that's Taz. You've seen him in wrestling, but now he's an announcer.
Jack Perry, and Darby in a coffin match. Jack Perry's going to open the coffin, and Sting's going to be inside there.
I could totally see that.
You already knew that. That's Orange
Yeah.
Cassidy. We've seen him in Tupelo.
And Darby's going to be a 3-time TNT champion. No,
I
I
just
have
don't see
Tony
him
there to
being a
say
coffin
it's
match.
Sting.
no one's going to win it more than 3. Well, nobody's won the TNT title, more than 3 times. Wardlow, Cody, and Sammy are tied for the most TNT title runs. Technically, Sammy Guevara's at 4, but they don't count the one that he. See, when Toni Storm was when she won the title the first time, she was an interim champion. But then when she lost it, then they acknowledged it as an actual run. But they don't do the same for Sammy. So if they did, Sammy would be a 4-time TNT champion.
I like that he's on ROH.
Yeah, he came back. I think he helped Dustin Rhodes or something. I've seen on Instagram that he was doing.
Roderick Strong.
And fucking Fuego del Sol is back. Oh my god, I popped so hard. Oh.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's on ROH. And I mean, like, you get Sammy, Dustin, and Fuego together, and you're going to have some fun content coming. Those guys are creatively hilarious together.
The best thing is, like, the Von Erichs are 6-man champions, and we had them on here. So
Nice.
that's kind of a bonus for us.
Oh, I was complaining so hard because I remember, like, telling them that I would always pop for Dustin over them, and they were like, well, yeah, you get wrestling. The whole time they probably knew that they had all this planned and they were going to be like all this with him and stuff, and I look like a goober being like, Dustin, they're like,
Oh, geez, Byron.
I'm glad they split the trios titles up, though. ROH has their own trios, and AEW has their own trios.
Yeah, that's cool. That is pretty cool.
I don't know why they unified them in the first place. I mean, whose idea that was, but never let them make a decision again.
Speaking of trios champions, we're gonna have her at Wembley Stadium. I'm assuming it's gonna be it's gonna be the second time trios match for the trios championship between the House of Black, Bang Bang Gang, and the Patriarch.
I don't know when Jay White's gonna be back. I don't know when he's gonna. But I think House of Black is going to be involved in that because they've been teasing that on Collision. Buddy Matthews recently came back. It's probably going to be the Christian Cage and his group versus the House of Black.
I would think so.
Well, let's find out, though, because Christian Cage he doesn't want to face anyone these days.
That's how you keep your championship. You don't
That's
wrestle.
how you keep the belt.
You know what else, though?
Yeah.
You know what else? I saw this on Facebook. Mother Wayne is a trios champion, and she doesn't even wrestle. Hell, she doesn't even know how to wrestle either.
Well, we don't know that she doesn't know how. We just don't see her wrestle ever.
That's insane.
It's supposed to be Christian Cage, Nick Wayne, and Killswitch. What does Killswitch make to the Patriarch anyway? Like, it can't be a father-son thing. He's more like a bodyguard, like Tyson Tomko, or
He's more like a dog.
He's basically
like a pet, yeah.
Yeah, he's like a dog.
He's Christian Cage's new Tyson Tomko. He would literally follow him around everywhere. Like Christian Cage in WWE, Tyson Tomko was with him. He went to TNA, Tyson Tomko went with him. He went to Ring of Honor, Tyson, and until like when he went back to WWE in 2008 or 9, I don't know what he's doing now. But Tyson Tomko was he's basically like what Luchasaurus is now, except with not the character Luchasaurus has.
I want to see Luchasaurus snap.
Yeah, they've been building on that for like 2 years now.
It's been too long.
Yeah,
it's been too long for Killswitch to speak. Well, Luchasaurus.
Should get off the pot, man. I mean, come on.
Yes.
I remember World's End last year. They were teasing that. It's been a while. They haven't really.
Been a while. It's been a
Do you think they
while.
even know what to do with that? I mean,
No. Well,
A
they should know
trio
what to do
stadium.
because they've been building on it for 2 years, so they should have some type of plan where they want to go. But apparently, they don't have a plan.
that's
Right? Like you
crazy.
would think that they have a plan, but I don't know. I don't know
How
what
can you
it
not
is.
have
I wish I
something
was
for the
in there.
dinosaur dude, man?
I
Well,
literally wish I was a fly on the wall in their booking, like wherever they all sit to discuss this. I just would like to sit there and be like, you know, 'cause like, ugh.
I would never be quiet in those meetings. I would.
I'm not. Me neither.
Which they can't get Scott Demora now, which sucks. He's going to be bringing back his. It's a wrestling company that's based in Canada that he's bringing back. I believe it's his. I don't know what it's called though. Yeah.
I don't know either, but
He's bringing that back, so he's not going to be doing AEW or anything. So,
well, all I do know is though that I've seen Luchasaurus kill switch unmasked. I see what he looks like though under the mask, even before he joined AEW. I could tell y'all more, but you guys get the picture.
he's one of the rudest wrestlers I've ever met.
He was on Big Brother Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
saw
was.
that.
You know what his real name is? His name, and I know I shouldn't say this, and I'm sorry I have to say this in front of everyone. His real name is Austin Madelson, I think.
I think you can Google it. So yeah, I mean, like, but he looks. I don't know why you'd mask up. It's like
His,
Preston Vance. Why?
His wrestling company is called Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling.
Maple Leaf
Really?
Oh yeah. What's his name? Dr. Moore.
But the funny thing is that he's using a lot of TNA people.
Does that shock you though?
No.
Considering how everybody felt when he got let go.
No.
That's not shocking at all, really.
Josh Alexander is going to be on there, Jordan Grace. A lot of the ones that stuck out.
Ooh.
Jinder Mahal is going to be on there.
Ooh. Well,
A lot of people from TNA are going to be on there. Moose is going to be on there.
here's another question though in my mind. This is I got a question for Siren though. How did you feel when WWE, well, NXT and TNA have been, cooperating a lot lately?
I'm super excited. I've been saying that WWE needs to do this more, and I feel like it's just the step in the right direction. I hope that they see that it's not a bad thing working with other companies, and I hope that we see a really solid Forbidden Door sometime in the future.
I hope
I'm
it's
still standing by that.
But I wonder what WWE is going to call it though. I know Forbidden Doors for AEW / New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Why can't they
Probably
all
worlds
just be in the
collide.
same fucking spot? Why can't we just have AEW, New Japan, WWE, TNA? Why?
Like a huge G1.
I feel like WWE will work with everyone except AEW at this point because of Tony Khan.
I heard
Yeah,
that Pro Wrestling. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say you guys just don't know it yet, but I'm gonna be the Bob Marley of wrestling. We're gonna bring the fans together. They ain't gonna fight no more. We're just gonna love each other.
WWE's working with GCW. They're working with Noah in Japan. They're working with. There's a few different promotions they're working with. TNA is the main one. But GCW, like Shayna Baszler and the Creed brothers went there.
Yeah.
I think they'll go as far as that. They'll never work with AEW. Just because of what Tony Khan has said about WWE, I don't think they would want to work with him.
They've all said nasty stuff, and the guy who used to own WWE was the biggest skis ball of them all. If we can forget that, then y'all can forget what the angry marshmallow said when you hurt his feelings. Grow up and do what's best for business, bitch.
I think I know who he's speaking about, but I heard a long time ago WWE and Pro Wrestling Noah are developing a partnership.
Yeah, AJ Styles went there recently, I think.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But that's not the match. I want to see AJ Styles back in TNA. At least one more match.
You got that right. You know what I heard? When he was in WWE, but right after he left the development contract, his wife needs to be school teaching in Georgia, so he has to go somewhere closer to wrestle in order
Yeah.
for his wife to have a nice dream job.
That's correct.
That's cool.
Well, I'm looking for them to do a Worlds Collide. NXT did it before with NXT UK, but a Worlds Collide with NXT and TNA. A joint the pay-per-view. I look for that to happen.
Ooh, NXT versus TNA Worlds Collide. That sounds like a video game version, but in real life.
They
That'd be a
did it
cool video
once,
game too.
but it wasn't an outside. It was just NXT versus NXT UK, but this time it'd be TNA probably.
Just like as the words of Power Man 5000 and as the video game says, when worlds collide.
Which they've been doing the partnership slowly. They've been sending people to TNA. They've been Jordan Grace has come over. Of course, Joe Hendry's on there every week.
I
I'm
love
a
Joe
believer.
Hendry.
I'm such a believer.
I am a believer.
The Rascals were on there. I think they'll come back maybe to go against Wesley.
I thought Wesley turned on his partners.
Well, I think Zachary Webster will be back for a one-on-one match.
They gotta finish that, man. Because you break up the Rascals, you gotta finish that story.
Which the promo he cut on Wednesday, Wesley, was like that's the defining promo of his heel character.
I think so.
Like he really hit it out of the park with that. But he's gonna do a lot of big things in NXT if he keeps on going the way he's going.
Yep.
Here's something else I forgot to mention. I don't know if we spoke about this. That Shane McMahon and TK having this secret meeting in an airport somewhere, and somebody that took a picture. They wanted everybody to know.
Heard about
Yeah,
that,
secret.
and I've seen the picture. Except Shane McMahon's going to be known as Shane Brandon, according to rumors.
I wouldn't want the last name McMahon either.
It should be Shane O'Mac. That's what it should be.
Shane O'Mac.
Like that's what he used to look like. So Shane
You know
Brandon.
I think Shane O'Mac is going to appear in probably an All In.
It would be crazy talk. People would be talking. Like,
Which I know. I always heard that if Triple H took over and Shane McMahon was coming in, I heard someone said that he would leave if Shane McMahon came. I don't know what their beef is, but
all I'm gonna say is there's a reason people say that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and I can't say who or who not, like who wasn't involved in the whole, Vince thing, but you can't just put all of the blame on one old man and expect it all to go away. Like there was other people involved, and whoever did what to what extent may ruffle somebody's feathers in some way or another. It may have something to do with that. It may not. But like when you're raised by that kind of, I don't imagine he was probably the nicest person growing up. All that power, all of that authority. No, thank you.
You're talking about Vince sorry, the original owner, or are you talking about Triple H?
Well, I'm talking about Vince, and then I'm talking about Shane.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
People might just have a problem by proxy as well, right? I don't know. Either way.
I know Shane McMahon came back a few years ago and they did Raw Underground. I don't know if anyone remembers that. It was like
I remember that.
And that's when Shane tried to sabotage the whole show, and that's probably something probably happened with Triple H and him then, because Triple H was still wrestling before the pandemic, and it was the Royal Rumble which he booked, and Shane McMahon did a. If anyone remembers the Royal Rumble that Brock Lesnar eliminated everybody in, that's the one that McMahon booked.
2022.
And nobody. Well, I wouldn't say it was a bad Royal Rumble because Edge came back, but it wasn't even a Royal Rumble. He eliminated half the people. he eliminated half of the competitors in the Royal Rumble match. But I don't know. I
But
don't
think
know.
about this though. I think Shane did that just to piss Vince off.
See,
I personally think he did it just to piss him off.
See, I kind of connected the dots a little bit. You guys remember when Linda McMahon was on Donald Trump's cabinet and then she left?
Yeah.
I think around that time is when they got divorced. So then a few years later, maybe not a few years later, Shane McMahon comes back to WWE. He sabotages the whole show just because he's mad at his dad, Vince.
That's what I'm saying. You think about that.
And then he tries to, because when she left Trump's cabinet, she never said why she left. She said family reasons. Her getting a divorce from Vince would be a family reason. So Shane goes back to WWE. He sabotages the whole show. He creates Raw Underground, which was stupid. He sabotages the whole Royal Rumble match. And then he comes back at WrestleMania 39 and tears his quad in 10 seconds.
That's karma for you.
That was his karma.
That's a cold bitch.
That was pretty sad to see the 10 seconds into his match and tore his quad. That was.
Yeah.
Linda McMahon seems to be doing good though. I've seen her in an interview recently.
Yeah, she's thriving.
Yeah, I've always liked Linda McMahon. She's always been pretty good. I mean, I don't know about Vince. I don't know Vince, but Vince seems the worst out of all of them.
Yeah, I mean, because I think people tolerate Stephanie, but everybody loves Shane.
But people like Triple H more.
Of course, he's like at the top of the mountain. He's like the favorite of them all.
But Shane McMahon looks like a cool person to hang around.
He's a cool McMahon.
I don't know who's gonna win this now. I hope Kyle O'Reilly wins. He could use a win right now. Orange Cassidy's got enough wins.
Yeah.
Damn. That was like a soccer kick.
Ooh, it's gotta hurt. It's like a football game.
Oh.
I've really loved Kyle O'Reilly's facial expressions lately, and the way he like mimics people.
Yeah.
Like walking out like Ishii and like totally getting all into it with like Mark and stuff. It's just too fun.
Kyle O'Reilly, Orange Cassidy, and Mark Briscoe's been teaming up a lot recently.
I like it.
Kyle O'Reilly's got to win something though.
A double pinfall, like the King of the Ring 2001 double submission. If anyone
That's
remembers
a thought.
Oh, damn. Anyone except Orange Cassidy, please. Oh, damn, that was good. Tap out.
Bryce is on his toes tonight.
Oh boy.
Well, Bryce, he was pinning him.
I was like already done. I knew who won, and you were like anybody, and I was like,
Kyle O'Reilly, if you looked at it, he rolled over Roderick Strong and Bryce Remsburg didn't even start counting. He just thought it was a submission hold. You stupid idiot. Even though we had him on this podcast, he's a good person, but what the hell are you doing, Bryce? I know what a pinfall is when I see one. I know what a submission is when I see one. That was rigged.
It was rigged.
Yeah.
The jig's up.
That was a bit. Bryce Remsburg did that on purpose. He's working with Orange Cassidy. He got paid off somehow. And I want to shake his hand. What are you doing? Go stupid.
Great. I think it's a turning heel process.
He should.
Are you saying that the match was fixed, Connor?
And
maybe Adam Cole was right about it, though. Damn you, Bryce.
Shout out to Bryce.
I like Bryce, but
We have his interview here on the channel if you want to check it out.
yeah, that was one of my favorite interviews on here. Like I contacted him the day before. Oh, no. I contacted him the day of, and then we set up in like one day.
That's Claudio, aka Cesaro, and that's Okada
I like Okada.
from Japan.
I don't like Bryce now. I ruined my night. You had one job, Bryce, was to count to three. Instead, you looked at the pinfall and you did nothing. You stupid son of a... Where's Jim Ross when you need him?
Yeah, I mean, Okada looks awesome with that belt.
Oh yeah. I just love how he calls everybody a bitch.
That is hilarious.
He's so adorable.
Bitch.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like.
Just the way
I
he
mean,
says it, it's very pronounced. I love it.
I really don't like the elite, the new elite. I mean,
I love them.
especially with Okada and Jack Perry in there.
They're supposed to be going against each other, the Dynamite before All In. They're going to have Dynamite in the UK before All In.
I thought they're going to Wales. I mean, you know.
Yeah, that's where it's going to be. Still the UK.
Or in Europe or UK, you know.
That's the same.
We'll be hearing
I'm
it.
just waiting on somebody to say, did he just call me a bitch?
Yeah.
I haven't worn my shirt from the All Week the Tony Storm one you got on, Siren. I haven't worn that one yet.
I love it.
I
It's
wore
one of my
the,
faves.
wore the Okada one. Put that in there.
I like that one too. I didn't get that Loot Crate. I'm hoping to get next quarters.
How did you
Yep.
get the Tony Storm shirt?
This one I got from my partner King.
Because that's in the All
Awesome.
Week. That was in the last All Week, right?
Yeah. I like it.
That's a loud entrance.
The disallowed entrance?
Well, didn't someone say? Yeah, didn't someone say? Yeah, I think someone said that. Did you meet Punk Errol?
John Wayne asked you a question.
What's that?
It says, "Did you meet Punk, Errol?"
Did I?
CM Punk, straight edge.
Did I?
CM Punk, you know.
CM Punk?
Yeah, the wrestler CM Punk.
Did I meet him?
Yeah, that's what it says.
I guess no.
Yes or no?
Once I know
Technically, he did not meet CM Punk yet, but I know Connor has.
Uh,
Oh, sorry.
I saw that.
But in case Siren doesn't know, though, me and this guy are meeting Danhausen.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
That's pretty dope.
And guess
My evil
what?
overlord.
And guess what? And I really hate to say this in front of Mr. Jacobs, but it's on my birthday weekend.
Excited.
Oh yeah, you did say that. It wasn't your birthday weekend. Have
I
a
know.
blast.
I know. Well, but anyway, you know, I just, you know,
Is Connor frozen over there?
it looks
I think
like
so.
he is. Either that or he's like, I don't know. Yeah, he's frozen because I recognize his hand.
They'll be back. Technical difficulty.
Until, yeah. Oh. So I guess it's like we're in charge for the moment. Yeah. Let's get. Anyway.
Oh, an abnormal feeling. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
But I can't. But in case Mr. Wayne doesn't know, though, I mean, Casey, he did not meet CM Punk yet, but he's more into heavy metal and rock and roll and all that. That's why we call ourselves the kings of hard rock.
I did see you got to introduce Billy Gunn. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was trying, as I said, I was trying to let it all out though before you. Well, as I said about
I've seen the footage. You killed it, man. You killed it.
Yeah. You met CM Punk in 2014, Deshaun? That sounds cool. I've never met
That
CM Punk.
is. He's on my bucket list.
Oh, Mother Wayne, your tatas look fantastic tonight. I'm sorry. That's the first thing I noticed when I looked back at the TV.
It's hard to miss.
It was very hard to miss. It was like my
Very
eyes were
hard
like, what do?
No complaints at all.
I can't. I love Renee. Go back.
There he is.
Oh, welcome back, Connor.
Yes.
I mean, now that you mention it, look at that Christian and Killshot next to and next to each other. I mean, it's like Fred and Dino.
Right? Oh. Except Dino is infinitely smarter than Fred.
Good point.
Yeah.
Did we ever discover if Earl met Punk?
He has not, and we have discussed that. And then I think that's where we're at.
Sean met CM Punk in 2014.
Hell
yeah, right.
Y'all.
I'll say it once and I'll say it again. That creep, though. Christian Cage is a fatherly bastard.
You tell him, Chris.
Anyway, what was the comment I just saw? Or is it too inappropriate? What? We like hard rock music. I didn't mean the other way. I mean, we like hard rock music. Miss
I think that's a reference to Juice Robertson. I'm pretty sure. I hope so.
Yeah. I mean, I meant it that way.
Yeah, of course. Oh.
Yeah.
We were talking about Mother Wayne.
Oh, sorry.
No, just kidding.
Sean's comments.
No, Kings of Hard Rock. So take it any way you want to take it.
You get the milfs on the screen. It's hard to focus on anything else.
That's Hook.
Oh.
Hook.
Hook.
Yeah, like a.
Yeah.
They gotta have after All In. I gotta have him doing something different. No more Chris Jericho and no more FTW title. Retire the FTW title. Give it back to Taz. Let it sit there for another 25 years, and have Hook do something else. You all know what's going to happen. Once we get to All In, you're going to take off your thing, and then your eyes going to be perfectly fine.
Sharingan. Oh no, totally different idea than I had.
Adam Page did it before. Who else did it?
Sandman did it in ECW.
John Moxley did it in AEW twice.
Can I just say that he did that whole shouty promo without his voice cracking once, and I'm super proud of him for that, because that was the only thing that I ever had a problem with his shouty promos before. His voice was always like at one point, I'd be like, "Oh, you lost me."
You see some improvement there.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh God.
Oh, he's so yellow.
I wish the Chris Jericho from like 2013, 2014 could talk some sense in the current Chris Jericho.
You already know who that is.
Hi guys. Hi.
There's no way.
Every time it goes in with that hi guys, like shut up.
Oh boy.
Don't like his meta character. Oh, I hate it. But I hate it so much that I kind of like it. It elicits a very strong reaction from me, and that is good for me. Like, I'm not a massive fan of it, but you're right, Mr. Jacobs. Every time he comes out and he's like, "Hi guys," I really want to punch him in the face, and that's a very strong reaction, you know. Like,
Chris Jericho's had a lot of different characters over the years. Y2J, Lionheart, the Kevin Owens. But out of all the characters that he's had, this is the worst character he's had his entire career. He's supposed to be wrestling for over 20 years. That's the worst. This is the worst character he's ever done.
He's turning down the volume on that jacket, man. That is way too loud.
It's so yellow.
Man, I have to adjust my TV set.
Do you want to know something from a scientific, like a color science part of your brain? Do you know that yellow elicits frustration and irritation?
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Everyone's like, it's a happy color. Nah, in doses maybe, but.
Cyber's Jericho confirmed.
Oh, Cyber's, I would totally fight him.
That'd be sweet.
I would fight it.
Yeah, well, we've had a pretty good stream so far. We had a lot of people comment and stuff. So, yeah, thanks for watching. One Winged Angel _TV.
I appreciate it.
They're one of the best Speedstorms players in the entire world. It's a racing game.
I always see you playing a racing game on your Twitch channel. So that's probably the one that it.
I'm like 150 some in the world and like top 5 in Canada on that game now.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
I see you playing that game, and there's another game that you play. I don't even know I don't know what the name is of it, but
it's mostly Speedstorm nowadays, guys.
Yeah, like lots of times I see you playing a racing game.
I'm excited for this. I really hope that Hook comes out of this more badass. I really need him to ditch the toque because I hate the toque. It drives me up the wall. As a Canadian, I'm like, take that off. It's like, it's got to be like 20 degrees in there, plus 20 Celsius. Like, take that shit off. Like, you don't need that toque.
I certainly hope you're right about this. He certainly needs to come out of this looking way better. I hope so.
I'm hoping so.
Anyone Jericho to Sweden with, he puts down more than he elevates down. The only
I don't know if anybody's been. Oh, go ahead.
Whoa!
That Jericho is elevated is Sammy Guevara. As far as like accolades, feuds,
that's true. Yeah.
He made a really funny comment on ROH recently about how he was stuck in a vortex. Sammy did. It was funny. Yeah, he's like, I was stuck in a vortex. And I was like,
It kind of was if you think about it, though.
The Jericho vortex.
I feel like his 2 options were to join Jericho's faction or go to ROH. He chose not to do another Jericho faction.
I don't think so. I think it was Mercedes says you go to ROH, so you go to ROH if you want to wrestle.
That could have been another. That could have been something else too. Which Mercedes is not the boss. She does not pay anyone's paycheck, so that should not be up to her. If she doesn't like him, then you can hightail yourself back to Stanford.
I 100% agree with you. I don't think she's the best. But I will say that, like, to create an HR-friendly environment, and if somebody was willing to pay the amount of money that Tony did to sign her, I could see him making an allowance. But personally, I don't think that he'll stay on ROH for long. He's just, I mean, in my opinion, ROH is my favorite promotion. So I'm not going to go out there and be like, oh, he should be moving somewhere else, because I think it's the best promotion. But like, I don't think that he'll stay there long. I mean, unless he really does enjoy the run with, like I said, his friends are there. Like, his social group is in ROH.
I feel like even if they would have put him with the only thing on AEW is the Jericho stuff. I don't really know where they would have put him Like, there's not really a spot for him right now. And I don't blame him for not wanting to do Jericho stuff again. He's already he was in the Inner Circle. He did the JAS. How many? He doesn't need to be in another Jericho feud. I think.
I mean, he could join Private Party.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
He's got the body for it. I've seen him dance.
Sammy. I'd like to go see him go for another singles title.
I would love that.
That's not the TNT. He's won that title 3 times. The TNT. I like to see him win a different title that's not the TNT title.
It's nice to have him in ROH.
Oh, what about AEW International Championship? I mean, he's a He's also half Mexican.
Yeah, he could take the title to Mexico.
That's true.
But he could potentially win. Who's the ROH World Champion? Is it Mark Briscoe still?
Mm-hmm.
I could see him winning the ROH Television Championship. I could see him winning that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe him and Fuego could make a trio and win the 6-man titles. I don't know.
That would be an epic battle eventually because him and Fuego do have quite the history with Dustin.
Isn't there 2 Fuegos, though? There's Fuego del Sol and there's another one.
There was Fuego and Fuego 2, but that was Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. That was Cody Rhodes the whole time?
Fuego 2 was Cody Rhodes, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's great.
Maybe they could bring back the character, just have someone else play Fuego 2.
Okay, but then they got to put like a really cheesy, really obnoxious, like fake neck tattoo right here.
Right.
It has to be ridiculous. It has to be ridiculous.
Continuity.
Yes, I mean, I like this idea.
Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. And this is probably their second title defense after what?
No, this is their first title defense.
The first one?
They won the belts in April, and this is their first title defense.
They waited 4 months, and they decided to go at it.
Like, tag team division's dead, right? Like, it's completely dead. Like, there's nothing going on in it. Like, the main 3 teams is Young Bucks, Acclaimed, and FTR, and that's it.
Well, I don't like Nicholas Jackson. He's the one with a hot temper problem.
But we might see FTR and Young Bucks again at all in.
What about the MXM collection? What about those guys?
You already know.
Yeah, they're more so on Ring of Honor, aren't they?
I know, but they were on. They made was a collision or?
The one that scissor me, that's Anthony Bowler.
Which they got tag teams to use.
Houston Platinum Max Castle below that time.
They broke up best friends, but they got the Dark Order. They got Private Party. They got Top Flight. They got the Gates of Agony. They got. I mean, they've got teams to use. They just choose not to for whatever reason.
They're going to use the microphone.
3 TV shows. You would think there'd be enough time for. But with the tag titles not being defended, it's just like they don't even have a tag team division at this point.
Yeah.
But they're finally defending their tag titles.
I hope.
That was my favorite part about AEW when it first started. Tag team division.
Oh, they have phenomenal tag and trios. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like in 2019 through 2022, like they had, at the same time, they had FTR, Young Bucks, Red Dragon, Trusted Express. They had Hangman and Kenny. Like they had some of the top-notch tag teams. And to look back at it now, I don't know how they got to this point. I wish the Briscoes would have gotten to wrestle in AEW when Jay was still alive. That would have, FTR and them had a lot of good matches in ROH. But I would have liked to have seen Mark Briscoe and Jay Briscoe on AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Tag.
Oh, and the Lucha Bros, they were tag team back then.
You already know who that is, Earl. That's Billy Gunn. Or, daddy ass. Ah!
I wish they would bring back Billy and Chuck.
Don't mind me.
Only if they bring back their old theme song. If they're not bringing back the old theme song, I don't want to see it.
Billy and Chuck, man. Oh my God, that's a time capsule. That's
Or
something
how
that can
does
never be duplicated.
And
or
if
how
they
does
wanted, they
our
can bring back Rico as well, their manager. He sucks.
Re-
I don't
or
know
how
if anyone
does
knows Rico. He was their
how
manager.
does Jerry Lawler says it? Billy and Chucky.
Like
thing
they
is,
were,
it's funny, but I don't know if they did that today, man. There'd be so many people up WWE's ass.
nowadays, Netflix, they could probably get away with it.
That's
But
true. I didn't think about that.
Billy and Chuck's characters were out there. There was supposed to be a scene that Billy and Chuck kissed, but then they said it's going too far now. Like we're not doing that.
They're
Like
I
like,
think that would
oh, we're
probably
gonna
do
bury
better
this for Christmas.
today.
Yeah, it probably could. I mean, it depends. Like if it's on Netflix, they can just let it go. You know.
USA Network's very they like to censor a lot of things. Like even like holy shit chants they will censor it out. But Fox is the worst though. But they're
Oh, Fox is horrible at that, man.
a network channel. They're not just any kind of channel.
Makes
Uh,
sense. Yeah.
but I remember the interview that they said that once they wanted them to kiss on TV, that it was going too far. Which they did a lot of. They did a lot of things on TV that you don't see nowadays in wrestling. But
Yeah.
as far as their in-ring skills, they were one of the best tag teams back then. Like Billy and Chuck had a lot of good tag team matches.
That's true.
Billy and Chuck versus Benoit and Rey Mysterio was very, very, very good.
It's like one of the memorable matches right there. Bill and Chuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they were supposed to, like, for Billy Gunn's birthday celebration or whatever, the Acclaim was supposed to have Chuck return. He was supposed to be on AEW one time.
That'd be awesome if that happened.
But I don't know why. Like, it was supposed to happen, but for whatever reason, it didn't happen.
Because Chuck Palumbo, Chuck, was like, he's retired now.
He could still make an appearance.
Yeah.
What you mean? Yep. Yeah. Now we got ourselves an AEW World Tag Team title match between speaking of AEW tag team titles, when me and Connor were in South Haven though, that we got in the concession stand, not the concession stand, the merchandise stand. We saw a replica AEW World Tag Team Championship belt with the EVP logo or autograph, I think.
No.
How much was it?
I think about $800.
Holy
Shit.
shit.
Or I think $750.
They tried outrageous for those belts.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We even got ourselves an AEW tag team title belts, well, toy belts, for about $40. And we still got them to this day because me and Earl, we're a tag team, Kings of Hard Rock.
Hell yeah.
We got our own theme music too.
Find somebody reputable on eBay that sells belts. You can find some good belts there. Good price
Cheaper.
too. Way cheap.
I'm going to Bad Blood in October, and I'm planning on buying a replica belt then. I want to buy the World Heavyweight title, the one that Walter has right now.
You'll be cheaper to get it on eBay. They'll be the same. They'll be pretty much the same like the replica, but
Yeah,
it'll
like
be cheaper price, way cheaper price.
For an example, my smoking skull belt, I paid $100 for it.
See, that's a sweet deal for a smoking skull belt.
Heck
Well,
yeah, I was like, that's a good deal.
When I went to
I showed it to all of y'all that time though, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I went to SummerSlam, I looked at the title, and it's not too much as AEW. Like the one I'm on's like $499, which is better than $850.
Heck yeah.
I think I'm gonna buy that in October for my birthday.
Ooh.
I'm hoping to buy it.
Nice.
Hopefully. But
I really, well,
I remember I got my little brother the big gold belt for his birthday last year or the year before, and like the retail price of that was like maybe $500, $600. I got it for $250.
is that the one that Cody has?
Yeah.
Oh no, they're ejecting Billy Gunn, daddy ass.
Get him out of here. He didn't bring Chuck with him, so get him out of here. I thought they pulled an Eddie Guerrero though right there.
Mm.
Those damn EVPs. Sorry, AEW EVPs.
How dare you kick Billy out?
I thought they were the EVPs of Burger King.
Burger King.
I don't
Don't
know.
mind me
Have it
about
your
Burger
way.
King. I know who has Burger King, and his name is Jerry the King Lawler back in '95.
That's what they used to call him.
Yeah,
Jerry,
Burger King.
the king of Burger King.
Wasn't that Bret Hart started that, didn't he? I forgot. Yeah, Bret Hart. He started that whole thing.
That's when Jerry Lawler had the. I don't want to say it was disgusting. You guys remember what Jerry Lawler had to do to Bret Hart?
Yeah, he had to. Didn't he have to kiss his feet, or he put
Yeah,
his
yeah.
But
Yeah.
but Bret went too far. He stuck half of his foot in the King's
Yeah.
mouth. It
I
was
don't
so
know.
gross.
Yeah, that's all we gotta know about that. Yeah.
It was so gross.
Some people will pay a lot of money for that experience.
Right after the match, he takes his boot, takes the sock off, and just shoves his foot down his mouth.
You mean
Oh
mean
my
like
God!
that
I
time when,
gagged. It was gross.
you mean like Jerry Lawler? You know, Bret Hart forced Jerry Lawler's foot in his own mouth.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I saw that match recently, and let me tell you, he was puking everywhere.
Sweaty toes. Ugh, gross.
Yeah. But that's nothing compared to the Boogeyman.
Oh man.
I got
At least the worms were organic. You know?
I got to see him take his mouthpiece out. That dude doesn't have a single teeth. He ain't got no teeth. And then it's just disgusting. He's like a human He's a human rodent. That's what he is.
But you meet him. But if you meet him, he's like the most gentle, cool dude.
Well, just don't get close to him.
He always keeps the worms on him. That's true.
See,
but he has a pocket just for worms.
See, he should go to GCW. I don't know if anyone knows what that is, but
yeah,
only at independent on TV, Boogeyman doesn't do this. But at independent events, he'll throw worms into the crowd. So if he went to GCW and did that's the perfect place he should do that at.
Game changer wrestling.
I've seen the man force feed fans worms. I mean, the dude's insane.
I had the referee his damn match. So those are real worms. He really just put them in his mouth.
Organic worms, by the way. He always has to mention they're organic worms.
I don't care what kind of worms they are. That's disgusting.
They're full of protein.
But before, like when he got to the arena, he said he didn't have any worms. So he told someone to go dig up some worms, and he actually ate it.
I'm talking about
100%.
Because someone went to the store and got organic worms, and someone dug up some worms, and he ate those too.
Ew.
He actually swallows them. Like, it's disgusting.
Yeah, he eats them. He will eat them. The dude is insane.
No.
He has nothing. There's nothing sanitary about that man. Nothing.
It's yucky.
But if you talk to him, man, you would never think
He's really nice.
that. You know,
he's very nice. He's one of the nicest persons you can probably meet.
Absolutely.
Just a little weird.
And that's the cool part about him.
See, what I would like to do is, I like to prank someone and have like Boogeyman, like on Halloween, put him in someone's closet, and then
yes, that'd be awesome to do.
That's what the Impractical Jokers should do. Like Sal's big into wrestling.
That'd be scary.
I was afraid to referee his match just because of how he is. And you know the clock that he really smashes that clock over his head.
That's a real clock.
He starts bleeding everywhere when he does it.
Oh my gosh.
And
Boogeyman?
He did say that he's not a wrestler, he's an entertainer. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
But you can wrestle though if you watch the Tough Enough stuff. That's the
Oh
reason.
yeah, Marty Wright. Yeah, I remember Tough Enough when he was.
I've told this
alive.
story. I've told the story a bunch of times, but he lied about his age during Tough Enough.
Saw that
Yeah.
video, YouTube video when they did the Tough Enough $1 Million Challenge.
He lied about his age, but he was going to win the whole thing. He was doing really good. But someone told me that Al Snow was the coach, and he dropped something, and he told Boogeyman to pick it up, and Al Snow kicked him right between his teeth, and his teeth fell out.
Yep.
So then, just for punishment, his character was the Boogeyman. That was his punishment. But he went with it and made a lot of money off of it. So
Right.
Yeah.
that's a true story. Hopefully, Al Snow or Boogeyman never hears this. But
Abnormal Villain says, note to self, don't go to shows involving Boogeyman.
I want to meet the little Boogeyman, though. I don't know where he went.
Little Boogie?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I seen him pop up at an independent show years ago, but I've never been able.
I've seen Little Boogie.
Yeah, I remember. I was watching a video and JBL just went like, "What the hell?"
The Boogeyman and Booker T had a pretty funny feud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's like, oh,
I
hell
remember.
no. Hell no. He tried to scare Donald Trump, and Donald Trump did not budge. He was like,
Yeah.
so? Okay.
I remember he was on
Boogeyman.
ECW. Well, no, in 2014, him and Bray Wyatt had a stare down.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I thought it would be, though. I thought they should have done more with it, though. It was
They
like,
could have done a lot more with it.
it'd be interesting to
Bray
see.
Wyatt and the Boogeyman, the story writes itself.
They did man each other at the Royal Rumble 2015.
Yeah, that's true.
2014 or 2015, it was.
15. Yeah, that's it. 15.
See, though, I didn't like the last time he was on Raw. It was like Legends Night, and he just acted like a normal human being. He was cheering with the face. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be acting like the Boogeyman. You can never break character. And he's like cheering with the fans and high fiving the fans. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's Legends Night, but he's not a legend.
He was having fun that night, man. He was loving it.
You should still be in your character. You've done it for all these years. You should never stop playing your character.
But it's cool to see, though, because he was having so much fun with the fans. Like, it was genuine.
He's not a legend, I hate to tell him.
He's a legend in my heart. The Boogeyman is always going to be a legend to me.
When I think of legends, I think of Eddie Guerrero, William Regal. He didn't really have one good wrestling match, which he probably could have. If you went and seen his Tough Enough stuff, he was really good and athletic, very fast.
Yeah. But you got to also think about the other part of world wrestling entertainment. And he was such an entertainer. I mean, you can't say he was not. You know, he was the
out there.
The quintessential entertainer, you can say.
Legends aren't necessarily all good, right? Like people talk about spooky and creepy legends. Like
there you go.
People still talk.
He's like the Jason Voorhees of the WWE.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
I'll be right back. All right.
All right.
Oh boy, how the Acclaim wins it unless the Young Bucks are going to cheat.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past the Bucks. I mean, come on now. I mean, they're going to pull their muscle, you know.
Mm-hmm. Flex that EVP.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh. Double back on the do-si-do.
Do-si-do and around you go.
Because personally, I want to see the Bucks lose the belts because number one, I think it'd be hilarious. I want to see the reaction when they lose it.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be shown that they're not using their power backstage, so to speak, to pull the strings and but it's at the same time they're being the douchebags that everybody thinks they are anyway. So
It's all story. It's so good. For what it is. But I am excited, as you said, for their reactions when they lose. It's gonna
yeah.
be great.
That looked rough. He landed right on his knee. That looked pretty harsh for both of them. Oh, power bomb on the ramp. That had to suck.
Uh-oh, not good, not good.
Bowens just ate shit on the ramp, man. That had to hurt.
And referee Rick Knox is not even seeing this.
Setting up for the TK driver. Oh, we got a ref bump. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. The shenanigans gonna come. Here we go.
I got FTR.
Low blow right when the ref goes down. Low blowed him.
What was that? That makes sense.
What the hell?
Yeah, like he was gonna hit him with the belt, then he never hit him, and then they were smiling at each other, then he spit on him, then they were starting to. I feel like at first they were gonna have an alliance, FTR and Young Bucks.
That would have been fun.
So they have to like, and then we got Acclaim, Young Bucks, and FTR all in. There's your match.
Oh, hell no. He spit in his face.
Yeah, Matt Jackson did, yeah.
Oh man, that's fighting right there. I would have swung too.
Oh yeah.
Talk all the trash you want, man. But when you spit on somebody, that's game time.
Well, to some people it's not, like Vince McMahon.
We're not gonna go there.
Hey, Bret Hart spit in his face, and then after the show he knocked him out.
Well, Vince had it coming and he knew it. So he
Yep.
stayed there and waited for that punch.
Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon screwed Bret Hart. You know, people are still talking about that to this day.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty controversial, man. It pretty much pulled the curtain back over it all. You got to see the man behind the curtain, as they say. Is Simon frozen up there?
No.
Oh, I thought you were frozen. You just totally still.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. Yay, disassociation! I'm back. Hi.
That ending came out exactly how I felt it. Right?
Is anybody else super excited about what they're doing with Christopher Daniels?
I dig it. I like seeing him in a suit.
I like seeing him doing something and not just putting people over. He feels
Right.
more integral. I like seeing him. He have more TV time. It's nice.
The guy right there with the champion, that's Swerve Strickland, and you already know that's Bryan Danielson.
I think Christopher Daniels is very gesture heavy nowadays too. He's using his hands a lot more with his promos.
I will never wrestle again. Your title versus my career.
Nice little montage.
Yeah. And they had to play A Time of Your Life.
Of course.
Damn good song though.
Mm-hmm. Very much so. It's making me feel like he gonna lose.
I mean, it's kind of where they're painting it though, isn't it?
A little bit. But like, I mean, I don't know. Oh man, young him is hideous. What happened?
I don't know if you want to watch this Smallville, but this song was in Smallville.
I love Smallville.
Yeah.
You watched Smallville, the Tom Welling, and I got to meet Tom Welling and a bunch of them years back.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm jealous as hell.
Smallville, my grandma watches it.
I met Tom Welling. I met Michael Rosenbaum.
No.
Yeah, it was. Well, I don't call them by their actor name. So I got to meet Clark, Lex Luthor, Pete, and Aquaman.
Lex Luger is the one that I'm jealous about. Michael Rosenbaum, right there.
Yeah, he's the best.
That's pretty cool.
He's the best Lex Luthor of all time. He's the best.
I agree.
But Tom Welling, I was excited to meet because I watched him for years and years and years and years.
That is amazing.
Yeah, Tom Welling's very, very nice. I got to meet Stephen Amell too the same day.
Oh, that's cool.
That is pretty cool. That is. I'm kind of jealous of that, man.
Abnormal villain. No, villain, you and your autocorrect.
Hey, I have the same word, man. You're not alone.
But I watched Smallville so much that I know that this song was in season 4, episode 18.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love Smallville. I love Smallville. It's one of my favorite Superman things ever made.
He actually came back to play the role in the Crisis on Infinite Earths thing they did.
I dig that. All right, my darlings. I do gotta. Oh wait, is there still more? Oh, we still have a main event. What?
What?
Am I?
Hey,
I was gonna be like, bye, but never mind. I lied to you. I'm just a massive stoner, and I haven't been on the podcast in forever. Don't mind me.
Final countdown. Hey, we already seen this. It's supposed to be Swerve and Wheeler Yuta, I thought.
They have to do the final countdown for if that's gonna be like his last match, so to speak. The way they're painting it is gonna be his retirement match. They gotta do final countdown.
They must.
Well, he's booked to be at Wrestle Dream, so because they booked Wrestle Dream in Washington. That's his hometown. Damn. So that was his last match was supposed to be in Washington, his home city. So if he loses at All In, then them doing it in Washington is for no reason. And they're going to like a pretty big arena for Washington. And if it's not Bryan Danielson's last match, I don't think they can. Like for Sting's last match, they sold it out just because it's his last. They can't sell it out unless it's Danielson's last match. Like that was the whole purpose of it. So I think they should have Danielson win the title at All In and him either retire as champion or lose at, which he's not really retiring. He said that he's gonna be a part-time wrestler.
Yeah.
He's gonna be wrestling 3 to 4 times a year. He said so. He's not really retiring. Like Sting. Like Sting's done. Like he's never wrestling again. But Danielson will still be wrestling, just not like he is now. But it will be.
I like Swerve's new jacket.
No, that's Prince Nana, the one with the headband and all that. That's Swerve Strickland's manager.
If I was booking it, I would have Danielson there All In.
Doing that dance thing too.
I would have Danielson and Kenny Omega Wrestle Dream.
That's the AEW.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We never got the rematch. We never got the rematch. So if Kenny Omega is available, that's a big if. My favorite retirement match. It hasn't happened yet.
Favorite retirement match? That's a good question.
My favorite out of the ones that's happened, that's tough.
That's a good question. I'm gonna have to think on that one.
My favorite wrestlers haven't retired yet, really, besides Sting. I guess I would say Sting so far.
I would have. What's my favorite retirement match? I would have to say Ric Flair against Shawn Michaels, even though it's not a.
Well, it really wasn't a retirement match, though.
Well, he retired from the WWE.
Well, he still wasn't retired. He came back and wrestled against Hulk Hogan in TNA. But in WWE, that Taker versus
Taker HBK. Oh, yeah.
I forgot about Shawn Michaels.
I remember that.
That was pretty good. I might have to go with that one. That was pretty dope match.
I totally forgot about Shawn Michaels. I would say Kurt Angle, but they ruined that.
Know what you mean?
Kurt Angle is quite possibly the best wrestler of all time. And they put him against Baron Corbin and lost in 6 minutes. It's stupid.
Well, Kurt Angle does want revenge on Baron Corbin, the man who got him on permanent vacation.
Yeah, no thanks to Vince McMahon.
That too.
But Kurt Angle, he couldn't wrestle anymore, even if he wanted to. All the neck injuries over the years, I would want to remember Kurt Angle as what he was.
Right.
Agreed.
And he's got a lot of kids now. He's got a family. There's no need for him to get back. Like he got plenty of. People still consider him in the top 3 best wrestlers of all time. So he has nothing else to. I mean, sure, there's matches that he could do, but they wouldn't be as good as they. Okay, sorry about that. I said thanks for the stream. It's probably part of what made your mind feel.
Maybe a little. I love you, villain.
Not currently of AEW, but always found serious Swerve having someone do that dance around him during the entrance when you're playing back. I agree.
I do too. I love the Nana. I think it is absolutely amazing.
I wish fans would have caught on with it though, because it was funny. It was funny when fans didn't catch on to it.
Then it blew up.
I love it.
Which I expected it would.
Yeah.
I also think
you can't be in that mood in the non dance. You just can't.
I also think that Swerve wouldn't have been as hot as he was if it wasn't for Prince Nana. He never
Nana
was
a phenomenal manager.
I think he added a few layers to Swerve.
He did.
Not the in-ring wrestling part, but the maybe the character part a little bit. But he definitely added something to Swerve to give him that boost.
Right, like a cherry on top.
Yeah, basically. Prince Nana actually used to wrestle years ago in ROH.
That's true.
A long time ago.
That's actually really cool, and I didn't know that. I'm now going to have to go back and watch those matches.
It should be on Honor Club. They got all the ROH, so it should be on there.
That's cool.
But you'd be surprised what he looked like in ROH. He had a lot of. He looks skinny now. He was basically Big E when he was in ROH.
Yeah, he was a lot bigger back then.
Honestly, though, like if you didn't have to, Some people really enjoy working out, and that's what gets their dopamine and stuff like that. But some people do it because that's part of the job, right? And so if somebody came up to you and was like, "Yo, so you don't have to like sit there for like 3 hours a day in gym and watch everything that you eat like a hawk, you know? You could just do this and still make bank and be on TV." Would you be like, "Yeah, yeah"? Because I would be. I'm not a pump and iron person. Mm-mm.
I mean, I guess it's benefits to it in there. I mean, at the same time, I think that I don't know. I guess it would if it's to further the career.
Mhm.
I mean, anybody would jump on that bandwagon.
Right. I mean, if exercising and like going to the gym for umpteen hours a week wasn't your thing, like, because there's a lot of people out there who, I mean, they do what they do for their job.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Given the opportunity to not,
We're going in
would
overtime.
probably not.
If you have
I mean, yeah,
goals,
that's a good point.
if you have like goals for yourself, if like your dream is to be world champion, then unless you're Samoa Joe, which not many people are going to be Samoa Joe, having a fit body is part of the job. Because not everyone's like
It's
Samoa Joe.
helpful.
I mean, someone like Samoa Joe is big, and it's hard to be Samoa Joe. It's very
Big and
hard.
agile.
Samoa Joe is also an energy. Like Samoa Joe has that scary man energy. I don't know. He has champion energy.
Right.
He's always been fast in the ring for his size.
Yep. I mean, but then again, you could say somebody like Gringo Loco. He is amazingly agile and a bigger man, but I don't see him as a world champion.
That's
He
a good
doesn't
example.
have the energy.
That's a pretty good example.
The most important thing about being a world champion is your character.
Hmm?
Like as long as you're in the ring, that's one thing. But if you get your character work down pat and the fans are invested in it, that's what Eddie Guerrero did. You know, the lying, cheating, and stealing. Like his character is what got him to what it was.
I agree with you, Connor, 150%.
Or there's some people like David Arquette who become world champion and tank an entire company, which I don't blame him for. He even admitted that he actually learned from that mistake and actually wanted to be a pro wrestler and wanted to. I blame that on management, not him, but.
Mm-hmm. I feel a little bad for some of the hate that David Arquette gets. Like, he just wanted to be a wrestler, you guys. It's not his fault that he was pretty and Hollywood liked him. Like, don't be so unfair to the man. Like,
yeah, the cool thing about him is that he actually is a wrestling fan. He's not just some dude from Hollywood trying to get the check.
So
right? Exactly.
So they put the world title on Vince Russo, and they put the title on Eric Bischoff, and once they put it on David Arquette, it just went off the rails from there. Which he didn't make that decision, so
yeah,
right. It wasn't up to him.
It was either Eric Bischoff or Vince Russo's idea.
It was Vince Russo. It was pretty much his idea. He takes all credit for it too.
I wouldn't take credit for that.
No, I'd be like, I don't know what happened there.
Because you're basically acknowledging that you killed WCW.
Yeah, that's horrible.
But I'm glad that David Arquette took it serious. I wouldn't mind seeing Okada with. Yeah, that would be a good match. Does anyone know who Oba Femi is from NXT? I want to see Oba Femi and Samoa. That's my dream match now. Is see Oba Femi and Samoa Joe.
I didn't think about that, but now I want to see it too.
That's got to happen one time. So you're the best wrestler to win the world title. Probably so. Kristen Wall won it one time, but that was the world title.
I mean, it's fair to say that Eddie. It's fair to say that, I guess.
But they put their state title on Joe. Might as well.
They might
as well.
That would have been cool.
They might as well. When they put it on everybody, they probably would have put it on the cameraman, the janitor. They just put it on anybody.
But the thing is, at least Dennis Rodman had a little skill. Jay Leno had none.
I was gonna say that. I was like, well, what's wrong with Rodman? The man actually put in some effort. Like, come on now.
I mean, I don't know why they brought Jay Leno. That was just for ratings. That's all that was for.
Yeah, pop the ratings and get some publicity going.
They brought
Yup.
the freaking RoboCop, Chuck Norris.
I remember the RoboCop. That was that.
They brought
As a
everybody.
kid, I thought that was cool. As an adult, it looks kind of silly. I mean, you see RoboCop and Sting hanging out. It's kind of funny.
Damn, call off the match. He's barely hitting.
Oh shit!
Yeah, also pretty weak punches.
Abnormal Villain says, "I'm enjoying Noble Femi." Yeah, that'd be a cool match. I agree. That Noble Femi is fire, man. He's lighting NXT up right now.
He's gonna be a double champion, the world champion and the North American champion. He could
I
win
can
the
totally
tag.
see it.
He could win the tag titles by himself. Have every title in NXT.
Man, you know the possibilities they can do with Obo Femi? You know what
And
they
then
can
he
do
goes
with
to
that
the main
dude?
roster. They have to force him to vacate the titles because no one can beat him for it.
Or just make up a kayfabe injury like they did Asuka when she had the women's title in NXT. They came up with some injury and she had to let the title. She had to relinquish the title. Really, nobody could mess with her.
At this point, who could injure Obafemi?
Exactly. That's a thought.
Yeah, he has to be the whole damn roster. Oh, damn.
Oh snap!
Oh boy.
He brought up his kid. He can't bring up the babies now.
Swerve Strickland.
Can't bring up the babies.
That was phenomenal.
It's heating up, man. This one's heating up now, man. Man, and you bring the child into the whole situation. Oh, come on. You're going too far there, Swerve.
I love Swerve for that.
That's just what he would do.
Uh-huh. It's like literally patterned for him, and I enjoy it. He's a little bit of like the step over the line, and I like that.
I'm surprised he hasn't done a home invasion yet.
Actually, I was thinking the same thing. It was kind of a joke, but at the same time, I'm like, but really, why? Like, don't you have a new T-shirt that you can leave? Like, come on now.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty good Dynamite, I would say.
That was pretty good.
The Swerve pulling out the slow yes chants and the crowd doing it slow with him was so good. That was awesome.
Yep.
The image was awesome. Hell yeah.
It really was. His face too was just like so stone face. It was really good. I loved it. It was very, very nice little cherry on top.
Yeah, I thought tonight was a pretty decent show. If I had to rate it, I'd give it a 7 out. I'll give it a 7.8 out of 10. I give it 7.8.
That's fair.
Yep.
What about everyone else?
What do you say, Chris?
Technically, I will have to go with I'm probably gonna have to go with 7.5 because for what FTR, well, actually it was the Young Bucks idea, spatting Dax Harwood in the face, and next thing you know, and then the Young Bucks won the titles, even though the Acclaim lost it by disqualification.
Yeah.
That is not a fair match. I'll give you that.
Some rules.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit about probably like that 7.9, like 8. I'm just gonna give it an 8. Because I really did enjoy it. I liked a lot of the little subtle things that they've been doing. I really enjoy the production quality. We talked on that a little bit. And I like seeing that kind of come out a lot more through the show. It's not just like one or two people now. It's not like just Tony Storm is doing cool stuff. It's like now a lot of people are, and it makes me happy to see that again. And I really enjoyed the ending. The ending was dope. Like, that was cool. I mean, granted, the ending that was the actual end, not the one that I thought was the end. So
Right.
Michael gives 7. Sean 6 out of 10. Overall, pretty good show.
Yeah, not bad. What about you, Mr. Jacobs?
I think I'm gonna be with you. I'm gonna go with an 8 because I like you said, I'm impressed by how improved the production value has gotten with the vignettes and these different promos that they do, and I'm impressed with that. And it was awesome seeing Cheetah come back. I love her, and I think the ending was very, I think, very telling. I guess this could be a good word. Very kind of foreboding, maybe is a good word. But I think from top to bottom, I'm going to give it a solid 8.
I thought it was a pretty good show. We will not be back talking tomorrow. We're going to be making this announcement on social media as well. The Talking Night will officially be moving to Sundays. Adam has a new job. He's working night shifts, so on the weekdays he's not going to be available on Thursdays at the normal time. So we moved Talking League to Sundays. Every Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Time, we'll be doing Talking League then. Thursdays are opened up now. On Friday, me and Mr. Jacob should be back on the Wide World of Wrestling podcast. We've been doing a lot of stuff on there. We should be back on there for SmackDown. I want to be on there regularly. I got some vlogs coming out with the SummerSlam and Bad Blood and a lot of other stuff on there.
What about the Collision, the one we done in South Haven?
Yeah, that one's coming up pretty soon as well. Got too much stuff to try to edit and stuff, so I'm trying to get one thing at a time. So, definitely check out all the links in the description below. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TikTok. We're on everything. I'll answer one question before we get off. David Valentine, Shane McMahon is buying ROH. I don't know if he's buying ROH or what he's doing. Tony Khan and Shane had a meeting. It could go nowhere. It could go somewhere. I just hope it doesn't go down to Vince McMahon is using Shane McMahon to buy AEW. I hope he doesn't do that.
Like a conduit.
Yeah, Vince Russo has been saying a lot, but you can't very trust everything Vince Russo says. Think about though. We will be back on Friday for SmackDown in the Wide World of Wrestling. If you haven't checked out that channel, definitely go check out the Wide World of Wrestling. It's basically the sister channel to the All Elite Zone. So we will see you guys Friday for SmackDown.
Bye.
Peace.